This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Hi Boadu TV akwaba na JB of Onua TV ne efiatako wo da pem so pa ni nyina ne se dia driver for ne ye Ghana for no to lo femu omumbo epom do montum omu kono short and he 10 cities na wo se do kodu fia anwumre obekwa kodu fie ne wase be 15 cities oma kono short sa obe short na omunya driver for ni bi ho ade o ma ye no JB se NPP for na munim se asumdwe wo ho na matranse am mo di om ho atem candidate Bawumia chita for ne candidate chita for o mo di om ho atem yi secretary pia fe na mo kwasan peace park aka 1 week to election o mo di om ho atem wi
ba pro ekoko miamia hodo bebre and o report out by ni na kire se enyanwo ye but in all summary, how would you summarize this attitude of Subai to Ghana in respect to our transport and traffic system in Ghana?
JB, the Ebeka in Ayaka from Tuesday, yes, from Tuesday at Lenra. The Ebeka be a Oje Yaka. Na yem se Ghana no se unko forma se ya tie fidie so a ya na ye feel say politicians nko na won corrupt o mo enye ba unko form unko grounds wo hu say obia wo one way or the other wo de bokro no any hu kwan senka ebasa enti de meka say Ghana ni se wote form we are common floor members, say a politician, we refer to as ordinary Ghanaians. We are ordinary Ghanaian. Nasa who expect to say, o man penny be, o DC be, o minister be, o hini be, ebe boni bre ya, won so baby a will be a bobre ye. Baby a will be a bobre ye. So we ye obia wo froka, we ye trotro driver, we ye mate, we ye point bobre ye. Na de wo de ya asie hofo no ebia na soro hofo no e de ye wo no enti se wo wan kai am obere ya anya oni ema yie na obi so e kan wa a kire ban amia wa don't complain because de wo ye no ene na kasiem e no mo ye e na wo kura no wo fo ma wo ye no wo hya asie sa no wo busa ho se wo nya access edu ba bi asampanifo na dra wonim de o so betimi aye Yen said JB this time few obo aba from obia will testify say we work nko dia few obo aba from a niema mu yankasa enti me busa me ho say few obo aba from nanka yeni car ye fruit trotro ya adwuma so aban em provide buses and man yen aye enough for de enu nti na aban da bia na aban ne ankrakra ni makuo ka bom se be ya private businesses economy na abansi ne de eka ho na ese ye movie as on mind enti se wo trotro what car e de ama obi na nipa de ye adwuma e de aboa waju sika gu bottom asan so de aboa means of transportation mi hu de enti e wo se wo ka kire me se wo tu wom because enkrofo nya car emfa nkwa adwuma I don't see the need and the reason why, sir. It was a Ghana phobia, a boss abrano. Meanwhile, not another player voice back home. Nipa, I'm saying, you for GPRC for no more arrested over 21 drivers, or more no much chum. Driver di back home, Casse, and your mumu form swap, and one more day, na car owners at the 2 room, and yet through Mesosome yet transport nibi. Mesosome or car, a year, Juma Mammy. Men kai the last time I'm told me sales since I quite be farm mean 2 momentan to mumpo. And what are you talking about? Meanwhile, sales are why here for the past whatever years and one now that's so yet. But few more abba form.
I see.
First nanka sika oba spend e dia tofi wono e so atia ma. Enti dia de e na ebebo wa adwemu e de wakoma mu say still na no wo overprice wo lorry fare na what media nya sika de agubotom and and you're right.
Yeah.
JB, and you're right.
I see. Me some few observations from Nyawiyeni now. Now, when say we don't respect ourselves well enough. But a do point to be so I ever blame the man buying it to be fairly on certain parts. I buy to me now. And of course, they say government has no business doing any business. But Tagoye a wajuma utimi bo ho ban e bo ho bra enya so fa so times 10 because what this we say o work baako a by the end of this year obetumi ya adwuma no ato baako na se mienu de aka ho nti ba afi no bekwa wiye no o wo miensa but me kofa ban camera say ye miensa afi no bekwa wiye no na aka baako esi ho
maintain it.
Yes. Subantan time be me say, yes, call all the state transport operations.
CCO?
Call all the state transport operations. IESTC, Nako Metro Mass, Nako Hwan, Obeko na cars, ya packet si wodroso. Obeko ya packet cars no, esi wodroso. Na what bisa say, a fort bend the womb. No catch say a brake band. Ebi wo hodo mo say a tie. Ebi wo hodo mo say a absorber. Ebi wo hodo mo say a way. Na who any major fort be a womb. But then nam boni omu person mu dinti. Ni e de sa car no e de kwakosi wodroso. Ye wi a ni a ohye car no. Ye de si wodroso. Ye wi a ni a ohye car no. 2,500, 3,000. Ni e de amaye ho say ye nkonkoto. Na ye de ye to wi a. Yes. Ye timi siesie. E de si kwan so ma ne ye adwuma de maye. Ni ye say jai sa nkofo kro na sa se obo nante ho no freely. Obo no mabusuafo ni di. Aban ye wo hwe. System doesn't do anything to them. This is the kind of system you are living in. Ena aban na you so lenient because aban bia ba ne me ya wo mu no. Ye to abama John Dramani Mahama pair or starting research agenda. Some of his appointees, major ones, are thinking about the next elections, not Ghana per se. Ye dream the next elections ho.
Ndio baby ah.
Every before quarter so munya lusu ye pair and almost start to talk no. And almost start to do omo wantem. Omo didi omo wantem sa. Aka be na watch mo wakwa koto aba. And afi de yesi ye kwankwa sign peace park. The peace park de what do wantem awie. Ti say ni mo bia suban.
Enura minchwa no. Me titi bi ho amehwa na ken opchi protest na we
also ntia say so wan ko na board.
And am say abaya to awie. Ya to abaya wie.
O de na ya to awie.
Ya to awie.
Ono set was on tia say. So what share me didi ye wantem awie. Afi ye fa ye san ko share kratas ne ye san asumdwe ekwan so ye de bekwa koto aba. Na asumdwe kwa so ne ye nim say wo ho no mu dada.
Na mu twa ye.
Na mu di mu wantem. It is here, Obi anim the 10 sins of Kennedy Japan. Obi anim the sins of Duchum. Obi anim Bawumia. Every Bawumia what one why kusu. Why pay we anim? Hey. Why pay we anim? Obu chop pictures crowd him say. That is over na den.
Was it Kennedy Japan? Papa ba kono. Papa I dey na call ye. Ono so take na ho na. No who say group of people we ejina group we din komo na em say person o hwe asem kro mo kana. Na me see wo ye de yanka.
You see? Opa na crowd e jai o. Opa na. Okara he de na. Oye can say ya. Na wo share space ya mu hu ade. Na wasa yi de ato ho no mo. Ede
anu obi frame was say dana do asa oko fie wa ye tietia mo ade. Na say Ghana for them kan nsem o.
Oh my God.
Ghana there.
You see, there was a me where you want to see as I adwene a. Ye. And you say be a honhom bi de etata you. Eye subanfu o.
E wo babia o.
No, e wo babia but obi de ahye na adwene mu say. Say oma obi de ye a, odo so de ye. No, but because abaya to cast 20 the amount. Na say wo de ye adwuma, enye mfa so na be do so. Ye twa aka 5 cents as cars no otobiem de ka ho a ye twa aka ba na mro so wo so tumi fa kokoye wadwuma ba wo de to cars 20 de ma wa by the time afiri be kwa wie na aka cars no be 2 but me na me kokoto be car na by the time I feel ko na wie na manya be mienu ana me esa de ka ho sadi pakro ya o nti adwen be na o mitrim abro be yi subanfo sadi pakro ya ye da wa sorry oya preside na da
enye asofo ani asofo na so na le say position mo mo
e na make yi sadi pakro na okọ kemo sorry da mu a o de wo ma gbofom okọ Saturday sorry ameme da mpara omo she o
pam she no for
you see so eya subanfo a ye se ya sese ya dwe afiri sa ne ma ne ho a ye bekọ so aye se ya pia me sa kushi ye na ese loto a obi atwa no wadi because every year start to yem we ebeba every year kejeti akwa ye se ya no modernize kejeti ampo ene e ho no mo hye na de abiem ehemfa biem kejeti ampo e ho ahye na circle. It's not a good practice. But ya na ka ye ho mo dadane busum bi a esi ye so. Nti sa afi no kra na sa asem bi ho no mo a, ba bi ho no se gya nto ho no mo a, ye be kwa kofo so am gya aba beto ho no mo. Na afi ya start bobina. Ya yes anyama na masisi aro. I say I don't know, but we are sick and tired of Sandema way. And I may call NPP for contest no so kakra bi. That fonte ni NPP for ni ayaka. Omuni media general for ayaka.
ye be cover re nkoba
But the elections they be cover because they are stakeholder. Ye stakeholders in this whole business. But omuni ayaka. NPP for some my platform should be. But then I'm supposed to say my dream. No maba. That now no Captain Fred back who ha. And so omo de dem bi tutu akwam no masse so my dream no maba. It is supposed to say my dream na mo ba ye bejibo. But masse say my dream so ye de mo ne ya yaka ba ye ne mo nya aka. Mo asem ba ye beka. Ye ka so beka ne ya. Ne ye de ye beka, ne ye ya ne ye beka.
muni ha no mo yi mu ho ano
Dabi. Ye ka so ye nka ne ye beka say no. Not because your time no. It's the same applies to all the political parties. And NDC will obey mu. What can this ni be one some pen was started bobo ne hene. Na me ne no. So they will seem to be having issue with you because of you say asem na o kana case of consulting the first. But sad dey na na the MP before. And before the yaka. It is the NDC for the minimum started having issues with some of us. But hey, before I know about Beba power, I'm just truly. See, what by the call, I'm just truly. Before Nana became a president, I'm just truly. But by a president, we call me that's all her. It's the same way. And our party do best answer class answer back. Maybe that's what Tiano Musi. Say Yamian Kuya. So forget about your political party. Now let's build Ghana together. And when they may be who here, I mean, NPP for Peace Park, I felt like my disappointed kakra. In as much as Omunya the ex-presidents, Nanado Koye, Ne Fremo Pare Koye, there's some other few dignitaries Koye, no. I felt like I was quite disappointed. Because on him, in all the Omuye night, you know, I say Yakoso Kanya near the Hashem pass it. And the Yakwaye examination friends say questions. And the other back one more to him. And the name says, I did with the no one a better, but see if I'm Mamma Kosovi, you deserve Opana, or one of winning. The entire system we know, and even people you know that. The reason why Alan Chematil left your party was because of the way I was manipulating the elections and more internal affairs. The reason why some of the big wins, every party no because of Sanya Chumsubaino, mo done dia na ase obi antimi kan just shobobo and then we see MPP ni payin bia oye payin pa a wo MPP ni mu a what pa no ni MPP abakwase mu a obeka cho say the MPP are not nim those days and the MPP now because it's MPP are saying because MPP are saying currently because na Canada na ka banisena yes, you quack internal contester. Yes, you quatch pen and paper. ne yɛfasi wɔ no mo sɛ obiara bɛ ensure sɛ asomdwe bɛba na sɛ asomdwe ne bɛwie na sɛ baakofoɔ ewini a yɛ nyinaa yɛnkɔkɔ taa baakofoɔ n'akyi saa na naano mo yɛyɛ a mo nyinaa mo kɔkɔ tintim baakofoɔ nsa mo de ma baako sɛ baako ne nkɔ mo wie yɛ a mo nyinaa so sɛ mo nte aseɛ nti obi akɔ de campaign a mo se ɛnyɛ naano na mo de akɔ wɔ bɛbɛsi so a olusu miserably na omo start di do one time ɛwɔ social media na titaafo na start no omo di do one time ɛwɔ social media within the same party it is here onim omo strategy omo ya mo agye say internal contest dan atem didie beba dan omegu wo ho fi enti omo bɛyɛ gu wo ho fi bɛyɛ boso me bɛ nsia bi omo bɛdi di omo one time kakra fine no mo hwa na saa de no mo atra na mo solve omo solve wie a na fe mo tie sim so mba NDC fo so look mo ye hwan eya dan party no mu de ntokwa besi but mo wo the way am say manage parties sensem look at the posture na obode ti ho no mo twe posture na obode ti ho no mo na hwe mo anim ye pa na hwe omo sensan omo di gogu krata so say mo mra sensan peace park na mo hwe the way a enema ewom the reaction of Kennedy Japan, the reaction of Brandon Champon, the reaction of Educhum tells me, sir, they were not even privy to even some of the things and a woman son of mobile honomo.
The tension was just
no more creating an internal tension, unnecessary tension among them because the leadership of the party enemy warrior. Yediano say, look, you see, common sense. Common to common people, but they're not common to all of us. Who now we are national executive member and a national with a position. Now what declare will support the amount one party. I humiliated the other person. Says he doesn't deserve it. What the way now panel. Now what we declare with intention. Now Sani Pakwana that's what one must here. Now catch us say, yes, na some game now wo betumi agedi. Yay. Ya wo ha no say na omo national organizer friends Nana B humiliate Alan Chamati. Our campaign grounds. All the names are no they not door. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, not two ways about it. Obia, nobody will begrudge you for that. But that same person, and that's what you're here, and no catch us a young Nasum Dream Emra among these 5 people. It's what you say, Asum Dream or Candy Amaway. No, Asum Dream or Candy Amaway. Common sense, I mean, yeah, let's put things on the table. Near that just in the year. Now, we, I started, or your true for. Now we have Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia for about 16 years. You marketing Dr. Bawumia, sir. You turn Ghana for one talk. Yes, you go journey mu, you journey mu. You and Guasebi or Ghana. I will take time and read some of your messages. Moi, I say who am to go social media. I will take time and be reading some of them. It's a most important Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. You talk because more marketing 16 years. Nanado, Edikad Nekoye. What the number as I never be there kunya for 8 years. Na se for sisu as per president edi moto on the back o man talk. Sisi ade obey ye. Never na champ so de nam ha no mu say. Me na be sponsor party no. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ba Eastern region. Me man sika say, e ba need ye say. E na ni say, sa. Nakele Japan ne de nam. We ya member showdown. Na me you say, and na me tiasia, and na me nye say, yes. Na Dr. Duchu man de amemene fe. No de she wan corner. No aka de say so. Some of these things, look. Mama na you are creating just a mere formality, but in reality money na money say dey na mo ye no. Amemene fe na she order that. I'll see you. Hey, Sadia way, and Rabia the one where attachly. The shit. I am not being the one where attachly. The shit. Tio, peace party of Wako sign. Ghana Rabia the one more attachly. The shit. And in your panels of few say yes, sinner, or better key action our Honomoa. The shit. So few says I man say enko ye fa mana at that particular instant na obeteki ashi because onim say ekwa ekwesi bebia ekwesi hwe. And you have them near kwakwetena peace kwakwetena round table. Someone discuss kwan befa so and yakwa shemra na ye ama wo say momfa bosan shekra ta yase. Because look, Tago, in all honesty, say oh bre okata say me no yen kwasumdwe ayi so a. Give me a reason why. What's the meaning of be enquasumdwe kwan so? Fama me na me ni kan hwem. Na me ba ma hu so we ni we menti ase, we ni we menti ase. Baba ma me medu ho no ansa na de abehya me kon say, "Tintin na fa asa ase." Nti wo say wo ansan a wo da ye nipa boni ni. But me san na say wo ansan a na hu say, "Oh, me dem pasumdwe wo na wo pasumdwe." Meanwhile, e bia na wo bom na wo de sumdwe neighbor. Because edema me bi ho no a wo nti ase. Nti say onya clarification ansa na Muso mo anya sa de no. Ena mo de tete wono mo. Ana mo done mo no Harry Magua for na mo pese bo own goals. You see? There are simple and common sense attitude and approach to some of these things. And that's some people catch up and say, Obi pasumdwe kwan so a. There should be one thing in some way. Your election should be clear. Your policies should be fair. And everything must be trusted. Every process must be trusted. Can the NPP tell me, say, I'm election someone called the previous one, na fair? Can they tell me, say, not everything was clear to everybody? Can they tell me, I'm not Ghana for say, the whole process was a trusted process? Can they tell us? So then can the paper more publishing rules and regulations? Any the way and manner you see first so and the conduct your home and time na. But what's wrong with my brother? And the deal for temper you far more party them and the deal that time just like that. A brother way to me your friend say, Papa we anane Richard anane and a statesman, a former minister. Now some call way to me at the dinner time. Nobody did anything to him. And they still call him your original chairman. The shit. Sad way. The shit. You see? No party rather to be a cash no just because I'm going to support Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. It will be a million Biano, okay, can want some basa, no can want some time. Near just uncle women after the who free no call. Now, we are over Katia say, me quite me for Sasha Asumje, Quanso, that mean for the Sansha and I mean sign. Now, oh, mammy may sign no, what it for the soon that children almost weddings and phone. The shit. Zabana Sana. As we look at now, open sofa. The whole process is not clear. The whole process is not fair. And you see, the process cannot be trusted. You know why? What says a Muslim about Munim say Ghana for any money aging? Most starting from the grassroots, some more year elections. Now more come from a form to throw. That has been your normal practice from day one. Abotemo party, by NPP. That has been the normal practice. And not the most when you be to move or come back for their elections. It is here the yes, Baba sit down now. You come muscle. You come more than this. I'm not foundation you ho. I'm not pillar you ho no more. Near Kukuri chance near the Hawk ball a VM. And son ya do the say Baba see pillars. Ya Baba and friend say plywood na so for the good one sana. Ya Baba two foundation crack. Think about say Baba see die. What to be that? It is that the most that you throw at the above form. What it means is that I go. The channel say 1 hour or 2 about the previous times, no. Omukreya, Sanko Fokreya, no Mudin, that's what album name. Meboa. Aha. It is a man on the Sedipa, according to Masumasia. The probability is about San Adrian, a 50-50. It be not all San Adrian because of a certain incentive on your 80. It's a very likely say all San Adrian or Thomas Sedipa Crona. But I must start to from a form, and I'm on the buy Ababedru baby, Ababedria, and I come on elect a flag bearer. Now, the process will be so clear. Say that be as soon as I not been saying. Now you're too mano. It is say a renewed mind, a renewed attitude in thing. Yes, some come control about money because what do you call you know? You who fulfill and you won't try a year. It's a member a quafu frost I met me a day. And your ma or beer, or bet me a deep part in any man, or just or they couldn't be a back. But what the Sabu now, and I want to say my motto. And a crab need to be cast or no, they could ask Sabu to a problem watch or power own toe. I buy your cast answer for me. Why can't? Now, what to other motion? Then you want to tell me, say, yeah, bet not near fire and some quasher. Kratas say, yeah, dear passenger. And I said, you said, previous. I said, without due respect and with the greatest of humility, yes, you Jimmy and I answer. Look, another thing. Every single executive member, and I said every single Obiokuta position that NPP move, i.e. the national position, the general secretary, the chairman, the organizers, and what have you, they should be as neutral as possible. They should be as neutral as possible. And the organization should be what? Should be so credible. One kasa mushabu, and then wakumem. That mushabu niye, I'm exhibiting in the past days. Now, wasem, and yet hold the ababe and asim. Mushabu, one of Mumisa sent, now wasem no say, but the shell, no one, a pepe. Is organization so neutral? Yes, you give credence to whoever deserves it. Because Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was once a vice president. And that's the contested. It's remember that utmost respect. But yes, you see, the baby Obujano, Obia president, Obia vice room, Obia NPP member. But what is happening? You know. Some Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ko baby. I don't want to baby in the name of the party. Yenim baby Amodefa, Yenim Kofo Budinachi. Edu secretary da pokwa Yenim Kofo Budinachi. Edu chukwa de okokwa na emobo se. Okwa ofra obianko. Na omuka so mkwa kwasra kwa situation na se bi omukọ to akwa di mu a. Ome fra obianko. Na se brand this or the kakra wura mu ansa. Na se brand the kakra won ho. Ni ye da na gine sika di. Into also be fra so mkwa so mukọ. Into kwa do na kwate ho no mo because nkofo hu se wo ye brand nipa ne ye ba be bo mafia. Ye hu se wo ye kede Japan nipa ye bo be bo mafia tisi ano obi afa de ho adwe woni trim. Poka. Sir Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia win elections ni say pe wo support brand bia de be bo to agu. I don't know. Wo support kede Japan bia be bo to agu. I don't know. Ye bi na na kwa kufa de ye. Swura. Ye. Se be bo ye bi na na kwa kufa de ye. I know more support to Kufo. Or ye officially they say, any one you need different abemu. In fact, one man was supporting Alan Kojo Chemante, or Pablo Muna in the second term. First term, or my minimum DCs in the idea, or my minimum deputy CEOs, and my position could be. Second term, or you want in every honorable because na Alan Kojo Chemante had an intention of contesting Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. I know you're not. It's another thing I can say. The process is so fair, the process is so credible, and the process is so neutral. Can you tell me that? I'm not saying executives now. That's so horrible. Look, the NPP party do not hold any serious internal code of conduct because my would be quite confused here. Oh, na chema ultimi de sa not here. Oh, sa not here. Na my brother ko ka say brother there. Oh, you loud o dey to be kika say fun bia. No fa de wedi. Na can a friend said Professor Frimpong what I can the same to Okoka person. Yeah, you Professor Frimpong Eddie. Told ya. W doesn't really make sense. If you want to hold yourself into a very strong and strict code of conduct, some of these things you need to adhere to it keenly. Enya say Debbie say abronya koka fun we de kire anane Richard anane na anu dia na say oye party ba na say sansem na okan no ogu ne hu fi na montumi afra abronya antwe na so e ba mokra moka cha abronya say omna abronya ka cha so omman ne ma china na mo goda mo hwe no epanya pa just free poko dia you could not utter a word. Your own regional chairman, you could not utter a word. Not from Professor Frimpong, what the say? NPP party is a faker. We say, hey, you people are starting processes of somebody in a free party name, somebody pound a free party name. I mean, what kind of an error is this? It's a very serious error. And the party, now Muslim Mujidi, now Muslim Democratic Party, Kabimami Kabi, now one held to strong and strict code of conduct. You know, Momo party in the air, a new point to be a code of conduct in the year Juma, but the new episode the code of conduct in the year Juma. It's one among that I know.
And for children, name I say Wabani yesterday.
One among that, more that
and for children, name I say Wabani yesterday.
Debio, and I go that I do Suba way. Mama mo fan tra party because one among pound mo free party name. Yay! Look, because of that in tea. The team here didn't know me are you. Me are you. Me go tell you, me call you home. Because some of the things that are caused within the party is so bad. Can the podcast about you untouchable? I brought you call you untouchable. Tell me what you call say, hey. But now will be a different person called Professor Frepo Boatika. She said that before someone was so. Meanwhile, the same Embrana Edip Ekede Japan, same brand any Professor Frepo Boatika. I don't think any Professor Frepo Boatika to me need a bronye. If you don't hold a strong principle within an internal contest, you are collapsing your party gradually. Who wants a party? No, and then to me, Koba say, Professor Frepo Boatika say NPP is fake. Abuakoba say NPP is fake. Any notable names of one party, no one wants a party, no no. Sankofoni no margin yejuma. You see, you have come to the crossroad where you need to change and also adopt to a certain style. Say, yakwe anyone asi yebe yechi. It is a muhu edimbi and a nipa kubi and a certain personality so or can someone. It might be bitter, but might be the truth. Sans nyama way na sa credibility ni sa nyama neutralism na so for enkoso nti and na den mo se me matwe me ho. Oso ha ne ho biem because we are first elections. Our second elections. Oh, the way we see manipulating nyama no just in favor of one person. And it was so clear. It was so clear. Ema mo yaya ma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia winning here. And then the same album na. The same kofo no mo to abana. Some kofo kriya na ene mo sakoko to ababi. Meanwhile, mo ka Ghana for say, mo party mo je kabima mi ka bi atum. Na mo je kabima mi ka bi atum a. Yes, I tell about one free a form and then they are costro. Mo da mo se mo kwa sit down na. Mo be di kan ko bosso. A bosso wo wiem. Na hwe hanging ho mo. It's a very just as a sky train no. Hwe nso. Na si ho mo. Na just ya bosso. Na mo adwe mo safi na me pillars. No more be two foundation. No more share down no na ye. How is that possible? I am telling you, the typical NPP na do di animu no. It's the same NPP the next person obedi animu no sa no be ye. Sha suba na no obeda na di.
Obade say for na do enkonko
because another dey go Akufo Addo. Ehu say Kofo nkofo. No one Kofo anya fight. E dey say sa na be ye dia. Obebo mafia.
Ha.
Kofo nipa ben. E na na do ba ofa no djuma.
Ade ne twibe de pan.
Yey. Kofo nipa ben. Nti ene ma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia mra. Ma Kede Japan mra. Ma Kwabena Japan mra. Ma Brana Chapo mra. Ma ya Dutumu mra. Omumu bia baba bia no. Ohu we bi se na wo na di Kede Japan echi na me yode. Me yode. Ya na di Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia echi no. Me yode. Mo wa baba mo be di dia. Mo go for so na no me di. So they will see themselves as an outcast. Just because they don't hold a certain core principles and they are not neutral to themselves. Look, party no in general, a failure. They failed in all aspects because no more about no more one day. No more bubu niago na so and the arrogance of power. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia spelt it out say no more a journey home as what do. It's get a 4 fanche one. What can I say no? Or say na party no members of the party, most members of the party, no more a jail do. na homasoɔ no aba wɔ mu dodo na wɔde party na si akonkɔn ɛna ɔmo de aba na si akonkɔn ɛna ɔmo kwa no mo mu so na ɔmo kunko ti sɛ for so pɛtɛ na ɔmo ne nam because wɔn wɔ aban mu eti wo ko bi sa NPP ni bi asɛm a ɔpa betu fon de ama o if I several of them mama na was no kwesi hwe no tu fon ya no de ama o the party didn't communicate well to 8 people
ma NPP biara onya ahobrase
the party did not communicate well to its own people and to mention notable names here. I'm very influential in the party. No, I can't just say me. Man, control about me. Control crack. I'm to say no. Now, come in to farmer Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Endra, here you see, the NPP led administration in the previous years, and the deception nada, and I did the Ghana for him. Because Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia will come and sit down. No, I can't say. Men and now the go for the economy in the shaminsa. The next moment, then I'm not coming back and say, "Need a sideline, no." So what? No, what's what you say? Now, attach ya. Because I know the no cabinet in the Mutru in the Ecoso. Bibiani near the Magabiachida could go and consult Gabiachida Kwasa. But Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia sat on radio and said, "Say, nana the Dako for a genie the but the party no economy at the shining side." But no per contest in tea. Yet, will say, Obi more from Macra said digitalization. Yes, I said Mahmoud Bawumia the year. It's in the Kufa the year.
Told
I don't know for the year because they wanted a certain direction of their communication. Said, Institute Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, near another Kufa to free one more. So let me tell you and remind you, say, nah, I'm about to about the man Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. None so bad, but I'm not a Ghana man paying here. They call for one canine now, a Kufa to go for. Best I know in now. That is the trend that is so offer. Because internally, you get it? It's some core principles now. You're communicating well to the people. You're making sure so that you're to a certain direction. Look, the difference between NDC and NPP. Send this to Foko and that's what we said to Kwababesi. Now election will hold one. They will come back together, resolve their issue, and face that election squarely. But that be before. I have my Pro Max. Wait a minute, me come baby. Wait a minute, freeway. Sir, catch a force to buy a time. No more general support. I'm going to say, opposition is lonely. Opposition is this. Opposition is that. Now, no catch me, I won't catch me day. Oh, catch me, some million day because you feel say, now what, Bam, you did 2 minutes a mile. What had to be the Suye? And I'm only young. What do you want? And I'm a baby Adri. I feel don't be beer. I don't catch her say, yes, I thought to me for my obium. Hey, some people force rain yet. No, some people force rain yet. That is not the way to go. Sure, I am giving you one important issue. Open Jai. Sir, the New Patriotic Party. Sir, what person from Jeba? Now, what person Pepper? Now, what person was standing as a united force, as a united party, as a united, a group of people. I'm going to be a share that person winning a particular election. Internal disputes. That Cold War is the most dangerous thing ever in any you can find in any political party or any institution. So baby, a Cold War means me once a war. So me ne Bismarck ekwa. Na obi an say me ne Bismarck ekwa. I don't need a better than say a shame mu. Na me hu na say be srehwe no. Na say me mu na say me kasa do say me mfi no. That Cold War is the most dangerous aspect of it all. And it falls within the NPP much more better than any of the political parties. NPP 4% to buy no more and 10 other political parties. Into a shining here. As I don't need a fine. Of what? Bawumia no kwese one on one man no amano e wokwa na bi hwe ba ko bewu
Wei.
Bawumia no kwese man no amano e wo kwa na bi a ba ko bewu not because of anything but because of a certain rift to be a akoso amanema ayebasa.
I want a big gap.
And I'm surprised. So NPP as an elite party, I want to forward a lawyer forward. Not talk about want to be engineer, want to be solving one issue. Hey, and when the name said Dr. Duchum, and Napo, Omotemunye.
Wei.
Who does he know?
Wei.
This is an open secret. Dr. Duchum, Napo, Omotemunye fine. Who does he know? Who doesn't know? Everybody is aware. So we no omontemu go. Piano de na open us asum na no. No, why na nim kusu.
Wani.
Edward Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Oti program na say as so obi shadow said then you. He was so angry for whatever reason best known to him. But I know, and one of the communicators said, he was moody because Kennedy Japan at Akatana or your truth war.
The shit.
Okay, so your truth war. Emma throw an open letter to debunk that issue. Say, near Kennedy can work Kennedy. Emma Kennedy should respond here. So this is an internal rift. You haven't solved that issue. And you are telling me, say, yeah, for a second question, a crack as the Cassidy person. Meanwhile, you know, say, and to go home, we now resolve that in Tokano. Look, one of those things is to establish facts. Trusted grievances committee. And some committee almost 30 years in Nasifoni Nano, they have all taken sides. That is the bitter truth. Here, ever before, you cannot be more Catholic than the Pope. You cannot be more Catholic than the Pope. Most of the committee, I'm not taking sides. Sir, wake up someone, and yeah. Or can say wake up someone there, and yeah. Because that person did not belong to the camp of the people. Or your favorites. It is all your favorites. That's what can say there. And quite be so they will find fault in whatever you say. And that is what is affecting the New Patriotic Party. And they are not willing to resolve that issue before they go into an election.
Pilate said unto them,
Hey!
Oh, yeah, that I really want to you.
Huh?
Really want to you.
Sir, yeah, party says about security and order of party events. Yes, she said according to Omomuye seniors. And Sana, I'm about to do the last person. You don't tell me, say, yeah, party is now the general secretary about Betnasi. And I said, chairman about Betnasi, the general secretary about. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. It's the key party officials. That's what more buy more. You don't tell me, say, President Babet Nasi. I send a vice president about. What person much today?
Wei.
More today. More yakwa way. It's Obi Atete. As on Sunday one said that we want to be the camera first. But meanwhile, the rules and the conduct should be clear to everybody. Say, hey, the fact is, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, why vice president to pay? Seven president, and Dr. Duchum, na friend no.
Wei.
Say, no, because someone contest in Biana. None of them among the five. And you'll be under Dr. Mahmoud, and you'll be dependent Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
The shit.
Because he has risen to the higher, the second gentleman of the land. And then, say, I'm going to a man or retire. His name is still recorded as the former vice president of the Republic of Ghana. No two ways about it.
Oh, I don't know.
And you move be afraid any or no.
Oh, I don't know.
But money time to a point to say, I won't treat any of the aspirants equal. Kennedy, no about the go for the one, no, never can say, I don't call. But I tell for the others, no. Not Dr. Mahmoud will be able to say, hey, meanwhile, these are the same people going through the same contest.
Kukrudu. Fellow Kukrudai.
It's a number did want me. And I'm follow protocols. And now I'm to Munema Basabasai. Sebako winni. Not in your peace patch that more sign say. Other 4 members, no. Ever to me met Tabakuachi. No Kokoya campaign. Then the one we see I am we. We went to me and Yasaku could run up a dragon of wedding. I can say, send a night yet to send the person Yakono. Let's hear us, Adiano. Hey! Sagana force rain yet. NPP party this rain yet. Finally, let me say this about the NPP issues. There should be leadership by example. Leadership by example. There should be a leadership by example. Say something prediasan. Say what can the 4 NPP party more. Nanka sa can the 4 no and live on more lives. Normally a particular lifestyle example be to show to them say that be o your candini and your penny more near the idea anymore and you said I contact home. And number President Kufuor, people hold him in a certain level of esteem. They hold him in the highest of esteem. And number another day, is that the same story? Yay. Over another day, is it the same story? Over President Mahamadia, people hold him in a very in a certain level of esteem.
Fellow Ghanaians.
The late Mills, over the day, Ghana Puno.
Fellow Ghanaians.
Over Essence and Rollins. Oh dear. But over another day, is it the same story?
This too shall pass. My faith in God tells me.
You see, that level of leadership by example, they must remain neutral and so calm. They must condemn violence. TA. Leadership by example. The leaders of the party must condemn violence, intimidation, and hate speech immediately. Baba here. Yes, I brought your candidate or can you pay or say I brought this. I not say man for the GB so enko.
My faith in God tells me.
But Obi Kwakadi say oh, the side pakro we there. Ye twi na so ye twi na boss because that person nani mo harenti ye twi na boss. But it doesn't work like that.
This too shall
It should not work like that.
This
and
too,
forever should not work like that.
This too shall pass.
Reward peaceful conduct and not aggressive behavior.
Good evening.
Just reward peaceful conduct.
I came into your homes on 7.
But not an aggressive behavior. I just saw you when you did. No. It should not work like that. Hey, never go to the to be a man away. Now, when they are not to be a man away. Now, open us to be man away. Now, you're cool among themselves. Now, there's a certain leader sitting somewhere who cannot speak truth to them. Then you ask yourself, so what kind of a leader are you?
They are sick people.
What can you say, oh, you're a doctor? Then I ask you, what kind of a doctor are you? Now, so you're a native doctor. Native doctor also, you're there, also, me Boadu. Does it work like that? No, come on. Come on.
They are sick people.
The man now, what is NPP for? Among previous elections, there was a post-contest healing and inclusion. Involved with defeated candidates in the party activities. That man, Nanado Anyesa, do a chance to be the two of them say, they call for them also, but they will also not do the same thing.
This too shall pass.
Look, you create roles and committees to keep all functions engaged and publicly recognize the contribution of all aspirants. And I'm going to say the campaign. Me. You from me, and find Yadia. You're the yay, and the digital akono. And finally, the NDC is also going to commit themselves to a certain mistake in the NPP for IAB. The NDC is also going to commit themselves to mistakes. Not NPP for IAB. And the leader or I was so west with God. Or call me boy. Near say, or your politician. I don't say the no. Nikunu we me boy. Makasim MP. I also buy no. Ne yure. You not sure what adan ya no so kunu we e no be dia de And I was say Ayawasu East by election Ayawasu East. And this is the other Babetu Abano. Newawu MP the former MP, the deceased MP. Ne yere say also we intend to contested that elections. Okay. Ebia don't a politician. Ebisa don't a politician. But you see, say you the same thing at the same time, you end up getting the same results.
Release onto you.
Mofasha wasuna muntieni ye pa. Say you just say the same thing at the same time. We will all be getting the same results at the same time. Except somebody who decide to do his or her own differently. Etihadия, Amina, Adam, say, or declare the intention, say, Nikura Frim. Na Nikura Frim on the or no, and as see on person, or person ya two Abaman or Nobel, or Benjamin Kuran name, or Rashabedrim. Rashabedrim Akonyano, Ghana for Kasaye, say, yeah, Wujadie, Akonya, and yeah, Wujadie Akonya. It is this for Phyllis, sir. This is the way to go. Yet Ghana had me here. NPP for ye be. And see on ye. One of the places are very romantic constituency. I was so West Wagon. And now NDC for a no go area the Bawo. John Dumela Babe fast as no. If at a man constituency. I don't say move for the say Wujadie. Now no John Kuma the say for grand tiana here. Na kabudu share no say na come contest it say the name akwade na beka na NPP for ye bi na amfa ma wo no wo so mu dibirika mu kwakoye bi edabonim ye tia no mo twem. Now I have a document here with me. A free the Ghana Revenue Authority Customs Division. And I make full details in the document 1, document 2, document 3. A Ghana Revenue Authority, GRA, the Customs Division. Natagoni nyomoye. That document we kutami confirms chrono amobon wo honomo. But ene yen kamu details. Onu se akofa car, o kra car fiama no ne ba. Na se car no ebro 10 years a. Na o de ba over age echi no. Ema utua o a certain amount of money bia utua penalty. Enti yen fa ne say ye wo 2015 2026. Enti say o kra car eye 2015 e de ba over age achi no. Enti say utua a certain amount of money. Na ne nkofo no mo GRA for no bi no
certain amount of money utua sesey.
Utua ma ne
bo so. The car no aba system.
Yes, utua no over age car.
Na se eba system ni mu a car wa bo abre wa still wa tua ska wo so am ye jana manaba eba still ye de be adwuma.
Oh yes, I'm de be adwuma.
Is it possible?
Oh, of course, yes, it is.
Okay.
Who say abroche cars no omo say that you no cars no and you no anyhow as compared to the 2 years to say you no rough obi to me you car be more than 15 20 years. Obeka ya Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne na ado danko Kufuado and the question samra no enti cars are edi more than 10 years no o de ba ye wo ska bi ese wutua
ma aban no
edi ma aban no na customs fonin binom me o documents wa ha mebodi but yen ne
we enya politics o
no this is not politics. It has nothing to do with politics.
Dem ba e onya yi omo ye adwuma na omo ho
date ne saying we 18th December 2025
last year core precise
18th December 2025 we the same 18th and we 7th January 2026 we 7th January
month,
2026 we 18th December 2025 we so 18th December 2025 na cost of phone binom afa chire this is so 2,000 Ghana cedis a near the wafa chire near ka just so ya my be 600 and 400 onya je ya pa na mo da fa back door na su esika no aba be fa kenten mu na nwunu na Ghana boka near ya makwa na ka na pie enti 2025
na me bo JB
say
system ewo
ho
enti me ba say nipa na do fa sa back door ho no mo a omotimi ma documents e kire say guy bibia obi akọ system
enye nipa na yes our documents no
okay
omo ma the actual price ma wuntua
what I'm saying
agent,
is that
no
omo the same price na ma omate so equal individuals but omo no still e be for a system
they will give you everything.
Okay.
Adentina ka remember one example. What we say omo fast spare parts no. So omo kofa ba. Omo hia cost of work gyina okwan so, especially Kumasi ne Accra highway. Ne yasan che wo asan je wo ska. Meanwhile, they report direct na eba. By san hia okwan so ne age ska ka to so papers no. Enye accrediti port one na hefa ne fa ba ye. Jobo ye nyamfro. The make what I say. The make what I say. Enti sika is so wutua ma aban no. Na customs for ni bi no mo ye nipa bone fo a mo din wo ha no mo sei. Afa chire akwakwagye kufu na ade na nyunu ni asa ma wo pepesa. Obetumi de asiku.
Na me busa no.
Na chese sika de ankwa aban ho. Enti papers no ye ni mienu na ba ko aba ho no na ba ko
so there na your original one no.
Ni na your original. Ye ni na your original. Say nipa de ma no siabo. Ye nipa de ma no siabo. Enti san krofo we num da so e wo ye system ni mu a. Omo ma Ghana sika ehwiegu. Eso no te se ne ye de kenten e ko nsuo no.
Ghana.
Enti some of these people we no oya ne de no 7th December 7th January no. Or say ne car no admitted na ye old age. Over age at no. But says kind of so untia, no so untia. Or per se effort through the process. No untia the actual amount. And you're born a mafia. And you're a happy person. What far? I'm here to my man, the body. Near the details in there, bro. We and yes, your documents be as we are. You way never be exhibits. You have a truck.
Exhibit 1, exhibit 2.
But details Nankasa or Honomo. And of course, one say a day pen. Amaki didn't go. And we have all the names in our disposal. Yes. Yeah, well. And this is coming from the Ghana Revenue Authority Customs Division. Declaration, Bill of Entry for customs use only. For customs use only. Local currency. And they do all the more than they charge you more money never details about the Buhano Musi. And do her. Na motion the ye. Yera Brigadier General Glover Ashon Annan. Ona ye penyin pa oda customs am. Penyin a otena mofra penyin ofia mofra we nanka. Ye bu nanka refo a oka ho bi. Some of these things is going on under your watch. Some of these things is going on under your watch as a Commissioner General. Maybe you might not be aware. Ebi na unim hu bi. Ebi susu a na unim ne ekoso. So unim ne ekoso a, what are some of the things I be here betumi? I make sure say sa nyama we and to be China Ghana enya ntuma pefra. If you want to reset the system, you should reset the entire system. Enko ko ba set tago akra car 2015 car. Na ba na ya mana fa bank door na ya tiso na ya kwa diska na edi na me je me de me ba na o se ntua me chenchen na atwan because me de ye wi a na sa aka na kwa kosi GVLA na ya san register in 2026
utima so tika
what I say na sa aka na yesi ya ye ho body checks ni body bibia road worthy. Na DVL so ayede amawo akwan se fa kosi kwan so na fa ye adwuma and na fa si kwan so na fa so fa do adwuma. This is the kind of system you use to Ghana how to say. And if you want to reset the system, some of these things you see a trust on 10 Babadika catch say documents what had na di was so e nipa din and was nipa no so wo custom on mu bia. Sikana moji no amount ni na is quoted.
First name ni saying. First letter say F or G or J.
Oh,
Say be a Kwamia, Kesha. Now the last name is F.
Baako kra de ni address no. Ashaman, Greater Accra.
Ashama.
Aye.
Also another city.
And the Kromwa. Ashaman is a country, yes, it's a country. As a Kaswano. Na and I say about Tim Keke. Yami Adam watch na. You the more details na nkasa beba. Monday.
I do know.
Monday.
What told you Yakana? Oh, you get paid.
Monday, I can't remember. And today is what I got on start here.
Morning.
Good morning, Obama.
I shan't come for my Jumana saying.
Oh, Bibia Danaquem. Just that your problems in a door, so I drive for a work room.
Obia or issue,
Obia
or issue. Tia passengers, your issue. And I'm also person which has more issues.
Yes, you issues.
Okay, me who the answer me for your dear.
You mean about an opera, and that was in a menchia on your TV. I have phone na memfa wonko Dubai. Na menkochia eye minua bema na na ademunkum o dera. Menchia na no pay oni team no mo ba adwuma. Em se enche ye ba kodi dwuma de bi ho no mto mo ho no mo toto enema yi. Na oba hema Ghana a driver for yen issue no ensem bia de bia ya na meka se yenya opportunity say emma ye ma meka ye haw. Ndi se obu se ye ka driver ni asema na bi o de ka nya accident e na ye bo nachi. Ebia or the car be carrier be say driver ni bi edimsika na ye kana bet within the drivers no in same way womu no an kasangasa no eya yenya time say na yenye den yenka em say wohwe yen hyenka adwuma mu a from your welfare sa de baba besi your insurance we started on different platforms ana me kan na me kire the Ministry of Transport say omrem na even yen union no krampo no yen say union ni ye because ohwe Ghana say here a driver for akonya badie nyina one union GPRTU ena ni nua protoa nti saa ekuo yi mienu ena ye ekuo a esenka a driver for ye die kwan bema ye transport system no ebe ya kono te se aman a akona nimu a ye ne omo eben no ede no enso ayese aye empanimfo no nko and me start se me ka ho asem no unse empanimfo se nka de opa de akokotoko no ya nanka ye nye na bro but Ghana ha no ase uhu asem no na se o kana se eko against obi a nipa na ompe and ko obi a eba ye from the right baby so call ni free buy no so no mi hu say baby free buy na ye baby modu na e wo say me change me strategy nti me ye mafom de ase omamba pa ase driveline team offline ye kuo bi a se enye sa kuo na metumi aka senka ade be chi wo krom ase se ye be da ma ade ache no accident nke be si ya kwantempo so no enka enya asem ketwa omo na 24/7 omo wo Accra road omo wo Cape Coast road all the route a ka bia ko hobia omo wo hono mo a omo hwese ba bia ka bia sesia enye ba bia incident bia sia still yentimi nkoto ka ni mfiri hono mo no omo duru hono mo eye announcement twamfo nyini de beto platform no so emma ahyenkafo enam sa route no nyina no ehu se sei ena asie ntimo ntomo boase but sai ku we mu nyina hono mo yenya brenti enim fa nhwe wo mo enhunu dwumadie no at the property omo ye no emfaso de de ebre oman no
Alhaji before I bet to us no with the conversation amini JB ni nya ye ba bedi nanka me expect say o de be hyasie ye wom say drivers mo so mo wo issues a e was say ya address ni edi hu komoma but then trend back a for be weeks ni akoso a yenya yeni ahyen ye fakasa hodo trotro didi adwuma na me hwese nka ba address impo ansana wakọ na wama ye humomo issues any more problems ya say who watches the watch my say Canada Japan be kan asem no drivers amu ye adwuma wo krom ha na nsen sa trend na overcharging edu baby misi edu baby kan su otaje bi se unika first na minika me kwa adwuma cycle me pon a ensuo ta honom na driver for be ruoli o mo glass nyina o mo fa dipo okwa na okwa U10 no wasaba no yi akache o huru yen we nyina ho won kan ho asem so me expect nke ye be sha free wasana one year home issues no yeah na ekoso mo driving system no
yeah oba hema de wo ni etie ni se driver ni elodu kaswa na osi me come Alam Junction na wo wi a wato aso from Alam Junction e de yakọ Kaneshie no afa Kaneshie aba circle no de ma sa ne ma ni nyina ekoso eye ka owner na o de ka no e ma driver ni no ka owner na o de ka no e ma driver ni no se na otua ne ka ontua ne ka ye e na adwuma na oye no emra bia ni ho se emra wo adwuma no ho a I don't think say driver ni no be lodu kaswa aba begina eye ekwanfinfin asa lodu ato so
o ka se emra ni ho a o pa share say because say GPRT for mama ye hu say ka bia ye station ka bia no omo de mra ye adwuma nipa no onye overload na so overcharge enti omo de sobo no wafo no edidi ede ababia mo ko members no kwade bam tu ka se mra ni ho a they are doing their job enti mra ni ho say and na so ka se driver obe overcharge ho kwade ba eja cowness say
oba hema de wo ni say
o me patch o driver wadwuma no within a week and as o ye adwuma ni na wie bosome ne so na wo ya 2 days and ye o salary ya de man o kauna no wo de be ma driver no say ne bosome ya katia and ya clear enti what is the okay menti ase
oba hema
so what say me so me ye binti minimu
oba hema minim say wo ka ye adwuma enti I understand 2 days 6 no hwe taxi driver 2 days 6 oye 6
fatwa for na account for be account because you can
taxi driver eye 6 ye fa na say 120 month no yitua ne ka 240 enso no trotro driver na emra bɛn transport mra no ɛhe fa na wo say driver ni yemfa ni 2 days 6 emfa ma no emra bɛn wo obi wo Europe otwa 100 miles bia yetua ne ka $9,000 a month it is a kanipa no or truck driver or bus driver no load no or koboga bosome ni pay yesay obi ete bus im elodu free Accra ha e free akọ yendi bosome so yetua ne ka 2.5 yetua ne ka 500 enti butu na wo de wo niema e de ba man ya charge wo no eho na ne property eho na odi hwe ne fie enti eno na ya na driver fo no entwema passengers fo no e wo butu ho no truck driver yetua ne ka say kana watimu no insurance nkoba no mi wo mi nua ye twa ne nan insurance ba 5,000 na o mi akuro no sen enti e wo se obelodu e wo kasoa no aka kire wo se Obama Alam Junction we see ho no ma no wasan fo wa ye de asan ato so se de be ya obetimi enye sika ye de e de ato enti se ye pese sa niema we se nyina no etu otwa e wo se ye nchese ye pa de ma driver fo omu pay omu insurance ye ntu omu senate se de be ya o free fee o ko adwuma no wonim se bosome so ana katua na ye de ma no ebetimi aketa no for all these expenses wona obi oko outside the country sir even basisi wo de niema e sha ase ya nji uska wo de card na wo de atua straight to car owner na institution no na account mu woni wuni asem bia because wonim se bosome so a ye tua ne senate bosome so a insurance ekoba no ni na twa onya accident wo adwuma na wo ye numu a onkonko ye burden eba ma na busuafo but ye die entesa enti ade chia no pa na se ebo no nsia ana ebo no nan na se trotro for taxi for munye tu omo car na aye se obi ade ni ti twentwem apede ode ye de eba fie eno na ama sa ade chia we alodu asia charge no eno na koso
because of this who justify say
because of it mumu yen
me pacho me against that
onworo so na ye we na question na woro so kasa hi
me njin tun se me nua driver ni be lodu from kaso abegina eye ebia odoko asan to so but the situation within the driver no any car na watimu no any problem oba hema ye hwa de bi wo ha me nua lasan bus driver o yusu ne bus from Enkran e de koboga kana watibu no bosome so yintua naka na katua nyina woni boot enti se wo de wo tablet yi e na e ba de open wo charge wo alasa na etwa yi ni insurance e ba ye bus wo ye comprehensive ya to bus na foforo de amaka ewura ne nan no ya to artificial de asha na ne nan na twa uni insurance e ba 5000 enti sankofo we mu nyina no wo de yawo wo de onema baba be hye ne ka butu a obe charge se de be yo benya bia den e de ato e sa na taxi for no etie taxi driver ne bosu me ka tua yesen
nti o so
you can insurance means so
confirm say you are confirming to us say e sa e normal practice so ye
omoye
e normal practice
omoye
nti e normal practice nti
ye normal omoye nti omo hwe nhyehyɛ ya ye de be ye begu akwan mu a sa nneema na to betwa ye betua driver kayi ye de be fa proper system mu a ye betua ne kayi oko Dubai a driver ne passenger din komo oba car we ena eko Dubai car we na free Dubai eko Abu Dhabi obeduru ya na ode ne bag ya shim the amount I say wutua no union no anase government na agie tumu no e wo ne card so no wascan ne wawie driver ni bie ni ho no mo be free ho no ba say ena meka na metimu no yentua meka obie ni wo no mo a obelodu from Abu Dhabi obekwa ko gina Dhabi ya hyehyɛ mrama no time odi to station VIP ko boga ya kire no time odi to oduru Kumasi obegina ofiri Kumasi obegina Kentampo. These are their regulations adwuma but yan so ye de
so we don't have a regulation and I need price control mechanism
sabepepe
so bo inti mo ye ne mo pe despite yeto petrol so a mo ntimo mo fe so but yeto petrol mo dia mo fe mu na yete petrol so a mo de Panbeko streets no mo aye no krofrom to aso no mo aye no ashama to aso no mo aye no kaso to aso anamalam to aso that is what you guys are trying to do
JB why na yes our regulation no yetufu we mu a why na yes say no and yetufu we so a e den na say ye as an institution transport institution the moment ye betufu we mu a ye be jumping ye ebia ye lorry fare no say yete fuel so a automatically say union no edit statement ba bonten baabi ana ye kwa na ye 1500 no and ye 1500 bi ye 1003 baabi a ye 120 no ye ti fuel so no ye gi sei but ye ti so a ye hwe ha enti ababe ye etwam ya da ho say ye to fuel mu a ye to price mu ba ye ti so de a aka ho
tago so near asin ne say omo share union ase most of them edges and nema we tum regularize transport fare nti obi yes ana say mo ko report na sa nipa kro na ebinum wo ho no union fo no bi omo twen wa so ba omo ye wa fo no a onam kwan no tek fo no aha sa nkofo no omo yes a omo gi de omo pe omo gi de omo pe o adan ya yes ye wa brand e bi ogina kwa no tek o te de
loading boy
boys for no na wadi ni sika nti ono so betena ka ni mu a odim se ofri a friend say malam ko kasoa but obabo no sope sa no o age more than the double of the amount of the money
o budget awaye o mu chem
JB ufri Dubai ba ye nche
ye Dubai asem ye ka Ghana se ye Dubai asem
ye di bibi ye mfanto ho on se o ka se obi gina kwa ho ye
tek ye nka bi ma se ma se munye bi wa musuma so nye wo
nyabotre enye a driver fu nyina suba na enye wa fo na wo kan wa fo no mu firi hwan ye mu ne bae o mu firi union ni yem ne bae e di ebe ntina wa fo ne bae wa fo ne bae because ye nyina ye delay uko Dubai baabi a wo fa ka ye ni we chairman we ka ye ni trustee ka ye ni second vice ka they are all on a queue edu so an loadu but this is whereby nipa na tone car the car na bus station instead of say ye nyina ye be delay na ye nyina ye loadu na ye nyina ye de emra ba ko aye adwuma no daabi this chairman ka ko trustee ye wo priority ye wo super priority ye wo super priority this is sasanko for we say mu nyina nkoya na me makoje ka we campaign a media ba station no mi nya load eno na eba so ono so akwakoje car no work campaign boso me ba beso na wotwe ba beso obede tua kaje so de car ni gina kwa ono bo wawa enti wawa fo no enyina free union no yam e na aba be gina kwa no ho because of say regulations say wo station no enkoye say yenyina ye de one lie ye ni chairman ka ni ni any trustee ka e ni yenyina ye wo station no as a members a
je bi bebo enti de wo kan kire say wo ye station car na obelodi ebia from Circle to Malam, from Circle to Kaneshi Kaswa. Say station masters ne can loading ya. Car for be loading.
Be phone lines. Yem be phone lines. Udu station ya wo priority. Ye wo super priority. Ye wo super priority. Priority time idea. Super priority priority chairman, super priority vice. Super priority national chairman dia.
I do person just say first come first.
Debbie. Be phone lines. Be phone lines.
Until because of sad day.
And no na ma wa fo gina kwa hono.
Until because of sad day.
Drivers fancy car omu make omu nye scratch cowness.
Yes. Until because of the wo kanenti. Mudi Gugana force na mudi Gugana for the gum.
Yemfam Gugana force mfam Gugana for mu.
Ofi circle.
Was so since December say November up till now. Ayi for mu nye increment be about omu sales mu. Ni na mu chidi.
Why JB why na be hyehyemla ne say yatifu we so.
Alaji ba na pe no be kun.
Driver ni no enya dia driver ni a otisi achide ne pe be kwakwa say mateso.
Nti pahini
no. E was institution no.
Tobo alaji tobo. Nti pahini na country or say ofi circle na okoka so a they can load from Circle to La Paz. Now do La Paz and what shall do from La Paz to Malam Junction. Now from Malam Junction now what do to Kaswa. Paying the Mecca as a neutral. And a paying the Casa as a neutral brabe.
JB say ye can't drivers institution omo say. Since ye say abino epe say or two a year fuemu na say e was say ye regulation emfa new prices mra transport minister one hwan mo net na say
on
drivers union
yes
enti ye team fuel ne so no I say ye te price ne so no drivers union no o ma say de ne say they should announce new fare
that's a new fare no o mo announce bia enam so mo say yate fare no so nti yate petrol so nti na say fuel so nti no ono baby so oko straight na obenya be first na ye 10 cedis yate so ba 6 cedis no onye ne saa o obeka jo so onko ho nti ofi circular na so oko ka so obeka jo so oko La Paz no ajo bia 2 cedis from La Paz to Malam no ajo be 2 cedis 50 pesos na from Malam to a friend say Kaswa wajo be 3 cedis but dan ka okani na bom na okani na bom a e about 7 cedis and say 8 cedis meanwhile so dan ka o fan straight a e 5 cedis. But then that's what friend so among the man who say bebe yenti. Yes, atu petrol sunti. Now mu take care individual driver, na mu take advantage. Sometimes no, you don't be any hole.
JB.
Sometimes you know be
JB. The TN say union no announce say ye te fuel so no ye the price we na e adwuma from Accra to Kumasi. From Kaswa Eba Circle price we see na e adwuma. Union na said ye bio san say on saying to me you will be emo monitor the drivers no. Oh,
you too petrol mu you man ko monitor price.
Anybody violate here.
You too petrol mu you man ko monitor price.
But yamra no na enya adwuma. Yamra no na enya adwuma.
Yamra no nya adwuma. He for na mbambra no nya adwuma. Yenya atemamufo no. Ah mo ka ho.
Timamufo ne ka ho bi. Na ye union so ka ho bi.
Alaji, simple question. You too petrol mu. Na mutu mu fe mu a ye yi bi ma ni community am.
Oh, JB, what's
me say was simple question.
JB,
simple question. I there be
say ye to petrol mu a, ye ni obi ma ni money.
Definitely ye so ye yi obi ma ni community.
Oh. JB, ye pese mra ni ye adwuma.
Oh, ye tina. Ye te petrol so a ye yi obi ma ni community.
Ye pese mra ni ye adwuma, ye nye ne dey.
Na se mra no ye to petrol mu a pese mra ye adwuma, ye yi obi ma ni community. Ada ne ye te so a wo ye fo obi ma ni community. What be that?
JB,
eye the same mra na.
JB, emra no ye pese mra ni ye adwuma no, ye nye ne dey. Aha ye wei emra a eye adwuma okruma sei no, emra ni nye adwuma yi. baby a watu kwan akwa bayi wunim de wa ehɔ no mu nhyehyɛ there is no way a driver ni betumi de ne pɛ e de charge passenger no
hey Alaji
you're doing it
me de bi na ye mfanto ho baby a wokɔ ye Dubai driver ni de na adwen
hwɛ
e de charge obi
Dubai ye jai Dubai ne ye wa Ghana
so mama system na ye adwuma enti ye so ye ma system no enye adwuma okada rider odu traffic light ase anu watwam ehwo wuntimi ntwam emra na ye adwuma aha tie oba hema aha obi de ka anya accident within 2-3 days wacha kra ye 1 month na oye adwuma obi nso ye se camera capture no 4 times ye ya fine no 18,000 dirham convert here almost 50 ya say we go code the driving license 2 years Ghana has a one year license at them we either ebin see that enti say ye ma mra na ye adwuma obi abedi mra so mra na ye adwuma
Debbie mo me anko commercial break him right
No, because me, honestly speaking, me be so very simple. Me say, omo what before Chrono Ankasa. But the reality is that who watches the watchman to send the now okay? You see a driver uniform, what better than market say my wife.
Aye.
One never him.
Oh, na say adwuma na
sikana mo make no driver ni taxi obi be fa dropping ebia 700 no ko ba bi okoba the same sales 100 bia 20 150 no be e no be ye onya dropping within the week there bia onya the same sales no be ye car ne say ya no de abesi wa mani wura
o
ka o fa kwan no ho
tago ye krom ha say ya ye wo no ye transport any ye situation na e di wo mu no different from outside the country and in Corona, a train no. Taxi driver, as a man, can say offer dropping 700 at the chia. Taxi driver, your drivers in Bukruma saying so. Ne car not tie na a guasi and yaman a time limit. And this is months near Paya, one abeto, your driver for one Casado Musica, a break band, Ukruma, or Mondo Musica, as a oil, Ukruma, Karuan, Atoka, no, a Yakaruana said yes, and on a yes, I am but 1 year. Enti enu nenam so amasa niema we nyina no aye hu no.
All right. So